Welcome back, dear viewers, and to shed more light on this topic, I'm delighted to have over the phone Engineer Amany El Shennawy, member of Civil Society and International Service Organization. Good morning, Mrs. Amany.
Good morning.
I'm really delighted to have you over the phone in the breakfast show.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be with you.
Thank you so much. First of all, as we have been following the press conference followed by the cabinet meeting of Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, he said that the government is taking measures to encourage more investments in the domestic market. Would you please elaborate more on these economic outcomes of this?
This is really important step from Egypt. The file of energy and what it brings to us as a nation is very important, not only in shifting to clean energy and environmental achievements, but also economically. It's very important as it opens job opportunities for youth and people who can be employed and entrepreneurs in this very important industry that is coming to us with many benefits.
Of course, Engineer Amany, taking from your words, you mentioned entrepreneurs, and in this regard, the Prime Minister, Mustafa Madbouli, has stressed on the importance of their contribution in enhancing the economic situation in Egypt. How do you elaborate more on this?
In the new era in our world, it's very important to have innovators. Innovation is very important, and it comes with people who have passion and can work with passion in the climate industry, in the environmental industry, with sustainable solutions and adaptability. So having entrepreneurs helping in this industry and having large institutes that help them is very important, and it opens a lot of solutions that takes us faster to shifting to clean energy.
Of course, and talking about innovation and innovative solutions, actually in the latest period, the government has organized so many meetings with other countries' counterparts to organize some collaborations and cooperations in this regard, especially in the digital collaboration, so that both countries can benefit from this digital transformation. How do you think the digital transformation could be of a great value to the Egyptian economy?
It all moves in parallel lines. Moving to digitalization is very important, and Egypt took wide steps in this file too, as we are having the big project of Digital Egypt that took all the governmental work to digitalization, and having people, normal people, the citizens are using digital tools and paying all their bills through digitalized systems. This is very important. It makes everything quicker, and not only quicker, it has transparency and a great impact on the society. So taking the private section, the NGOs, every single institute in Egypt to digitalization is very important, and also it opens, this is very important, that it opens job opportunities, as President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi mentioned before. It opens wide job opportunities for youth and for entrepreneurs who are we put them in, we make the training for them, the mentorship and everything, and they are having job opportunities and economic solutions for the country.
Of course, and in this regard, we have to mention the efforts exerted by Dr. Amr Talat, of course, the Minister of Communication and Information Technology, as he has launched so many initiatives in this regard to help youth to gain more knowledge in this regard of the digital transformation and how to have more jobs in this context. But also, the Minister of Transportation stated that the government succeeded in developing industry, agriculture, and also tourism sectors. How do you weigh the importance of this?
This is very important as it's due to the sustainable plan we're having for Egypt 2030 and having incubators for entrepreneurs who are interested in digital transformation and who studied digital tools. This is very important, and it's also important that you mentioned that it's in all the fields of agriculture and all the sectors that are important for the country to be digitalized. So we're taking wide steps in this file and in the solar energy file, the wind energy file. And of course the hydrogen energy file.
Of course, and thank you for mentioning this very important point about the green hydrogen. My question is, how do you weigh the national projects implemented in the field of green hydrogen? Why is there strong competition actually between countries in this domain in your point of view?
This is very important that we follow the Paris treaty that was signed 2016 under the UNFCCC, which is the United Nations Framework Convention Climate Change. Prime Minister, our Prime Minister was at the COP 29 in Azerbaijan.
Yes.
This is the climate change conference held every year. Egypt is taking wide steps. We also, our Prime Minister Mahmoudi signed a memorandum of understanding about the solar energy and the wind energy that are very important for Egypt, and it will take Egypt to achieve its target before time. Meaning, our target was 42% shift to clean energy in the year 2040. Now we will have 60% achievement, and this is very important for environment and for economics.
This is very important that we have this rise in the percentage to achieve our goals. But my question is, what is the significance of investing in the domain of energy within the state's plan? And you mentioning the solar and wind energy, let me transfer to you a question that is maybe going in the mind of so many youth. Why wind and solar energy in particular, and how can they help the Egyptian economy?
Solar energy is very important for the whole world because it started by man ruining our environment, all people in the whole world, starting with the Industrial Revolution, which was in the year 1760. People are having an industrial revolution, emitting carbon dioxide in the air, not taking care of environmental restrictions. So we had our revolution, we had our cars running, emitting carbon dioxide, aeroplanes, all the industry in the whole world. So now we have a crisis of climate change in the whole world. That's why Paris Treaty was signed in the year 2006 to help all the countries shift to clean energy. Egypt is a role model in this file, as Egypt has a potential of solar energy, wind energy, and hydrogen energy, and we are taking wide steps to convert to solar energy and all the clean energy before our target. This will help us achieve the Paris Treaty targets, and also it will help us in our economy. The clean energy has, it is costly at the beginning. It has big finance, it has to be financed. After that, the running expenses are low. And this is very important in the long run, economically.
So basically, this is a long-term plan.
Yes, it is a long-term plan to save our Mother Earth that all of us ruined it with the carbon dioxide emissions.
Of course. Talking more about the green hydrogen projects, Engineer Amany, how do you weigh efforts to localize the manufacture of electrolyzer components in the region within the state's interest in green hydrogen projects in particular?
Green hydrogen project is very important for renewable energy. Egypt is working on this file too, so we have very important means of clean renewable energy in Egypt that we can export the energy after we are done with our needs of energy from solar energy, wind energy, and green hydrogen. And this is very important that we took steps in the past years, and we are on the head of it, making green effort to set our needs and export the excess of energy to Europe, especially Europe. We are having a big project with Greece of transferring the energy by means of the Mediterranean tools, and it is taking a wide steps in. We are taking wide steps in this file too.
Engineer Amany, as you also know that the developed countries have promised that they're going to provide $100 billion to developing countries in order to fulfill their goals and achieve the SDGs, but they did not fulfill this promise. So I would like that you comment on this, to tell me more about how challenging it is for the developing countries to do such projects in green hydrogen and other projects to achieve their goals in this very challenging situation when the developed countries did not fulfill their promises. How do you comment on this?
I'd like to start with the article number 6 in Paris Treaty, which was signed in the year 2016. It says that it is important to facilitate international collaboration to lower carbon dioxide emissions. This means that collaboration is the most important word in all the renewable energy file, because the startup costs are very high. The developing country won't be able to achieve it. So the already developed countries that are a part of polluting the environment has to help the developing countries. What happened is that this didn't happen, and we have to find solutions for the developing countries to achieve their part and go to renewable energy, because collaboration makes the environment cleaner. And if we don't all cooperate and collaborate, our environment will be as it is now, with climate change, very hot weather, very cold weather, and hurricanes, and all what we are seeing every year, especially the year 2024, it was a very severe weather change.
Yes, and Dr. Amany, how can Egypt, in your point of view, can shift to a green and low carbon development path, but also keep on pace with global markets without affecting competitiveness? How can this happen?
Egypt is very competitive in this part, because we have the sun, we have the wind, and we have green. We have the hydrogen, the hydro energy as we have the scientists doing researches and memorandum of understanding with many companies and many countries to export this after we fulfill our needs. And in this file we are moving in wide steps and achieving our goals before its time. As many other files, Egypt is achieving goals before the time put in the strategies, in the strategic plan, and this takes Egypt to be a role model in this file, as shifting from the fossils and the fossil generated energy to clean renewable energy.
Yes, Engineer Amany. Also, of course, you have followed the COP29 summit that was hosted in Azerbaijan. How do you comment on the activities that was done in it, and also the speeches of the world leaders that have met to decide which approaches they are going to take in order to achieve their climate change goals, to actually deal with the rapid climate change taking place in the whole world?
The COP29 as Conference of Parties has the countries who signed, many of the countries who signed the treaty. Many presidents were there, the speeches were said, and I am looking forward to see the resolutions of the conference this time, in order to help. We all can help in achieving the resolutions that would be set. But the main issue is, as we discussed, is the financing the developing countries in order to shift to clean energy, and the environment, the climate change won't be maintained except if we all collaborate to take each and every country to shift into renewable energy.
Yes, thank you so much, Engineer Amany El Shennawy. I really enjoyed talking with you. I can go on for hours. So thank you, Engineer Amany El Shennawy, Thank you so much, member of Civil Society and International Service Organization. Thank you so much. And dear viewers, now we go for a short break and we will be right back.